Going on, everybody? It's KP here. Get debt free with KP. You know what time it is. I'm gonna teach you guys how to generate your first $2,500 a month in recurring revenue in any online industry. Whatever your industry is, it does not matter. This method is going to show you guys how to generate $2,500 as a side hustle, as your first $2,500 in your new business, or an additional $2,500 in your current business. Doesn't matter, because these methods are going to work. It's going to be a 6-step process that I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you the description of what each process is, and then we're going to double back and I'm going to break down each of the 6 steps so you have a full understanding of exactly what you need to do to start generating $2,500 a month in recurring revenue. Alright, so the first step is to establish your expertise. You have to establish whatever your expertise is in whatever industry you're going to be in. You have to be the expert. Alright, an example, in the financial literacy field, you want to establish your expertise in things such as budgeting, debt management, or investing. Any of those things could be the financial literacy field, so people can understand, hey, this is the budgeting expert. This is the person that is going to tell me everything I need to know about budgeting, everything I need to know about debt management, everything I need to know about investing. You have to key in on what you want to teach. You can establish your level of expertise with certificates, higher education, vocational school. There's so many different ways to establish your expertise: classes, courses, mentorships, things like that. But you definitely want to make sure that you are the expert of whatever you're going to be promoting or selling. Number 2 is going to be determining your pricing model. So now that you establish yourself as an expert, you want to determine the price of your products and or services. This is key to understanding how fast or how slow it's going to be when it comes to making money. You don't want to overprice, you don't want to underprice. You want to figure out what are going to be good hourly wages, what are going to be good flat fees, what are going to be good subscription costs, and things like that. You have to make sure that your prices match whatever you're selling and match your professionalism level. A rookie carpenter cannot, nor should they attempt to, charge the exact wages of a 10-year carpenter. There's a 10-year gap of experience, there's a 10-year gap of the education and knowledge, and there should be a 10-year gap in pricing. I'm not saying to charge significantly lower. I just want you guys to understand you need to be pricing yourself reasonably within your expertise. Step number 3, you want to create a service package, a customer journey. You want to structure whatever you're going to be selling in a way that the customer can understand the full scope of what they're going to be getting. So for someone that is going to be teaching education, let's just say you're going to be doing credit repair, for example. You want the customer to understand, hey, when you get in, you're going to be here. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then at the end of it, you're going to be here. You have to definitively show this so that way the customer has no worry. The customer has no confusion. The customer understands what they're paying for to make them more comfortable trying to pay for it. Step 4 is now time to market your services. Now you can market on social media, you can market in your neighborhoods, you can do blogs, you can market from your websites. There are so many different channels to marketing. You definitely want to get yourself out there. Now you have to understand, as trying to make money as a business owner, entrepreneur, side hustle, whatever, people aren't going to buy things that they've never heard of or things that they don't know of or from people that they don't know. Put yourself in a consumer shoes. When you click on those suspicious links in your website, you're not going to just buy it because it sounds like it's a good deal. However, if you got that same deal from a known website such as Walmart, Amazon, Target, or something that's bigger house name brand, you're more likely to buy it because you trust those logos, you trust those services, you trust those products. And you have to think the same when you're in the entrepreneurial space. You have to put yourself out there so people can build up the trust to want to buy things from you. The same reason why you guys are on my channel, the same reason why you guys follow me on all my different social media platforms is because the trust was built, or the trust is being built before you purchase something. Step number 5, and this is an important step because a lot of business owners, a lot of new business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs skip this step and they wonder why they're not succeeding. It's building relationships. You want to build relationships with your consumers, with your leads, with your customers, with your neighborhood, with your affiliates, so people can build up that trust. When you build relationships through affiliate networking or just networking in general, you're also building up your business base. You're building up your customer base, you're building up your affiliate base, you're building up the trust that people have in you, and you can start to make money from different outlets through the trust factor of the relationships that you were built. If you're going about it robotic and you're just doing text and you're just texting and never showing your face, never letting people hear your voice, what reason do they have to trust you? Again, you always want to put yourself in the consumer's shoes so you can see how they feel. Would you buy from me if you've never heard my voice before and I was just 100% text? If I DM'd you 7 times straight and I just said, hey, buy this, it's really great, you've never seen my face, you've never heard from me, you've never heard of me or any of those things, would you buy from me? Now you see where I'm going with this. You have to understand that this is what the consumers are seeing, is what you're putting out. So if you're not building the relationships, you're not even attempting to make money, and that is a very strong factor when it comes to making this extra $2,500 a month. The 6th step, and a lot of people don't do this, especially when they actually start making money, but the 6th step is to refine your services. Now, what you do when you refine your services is you take all the analytics, you listen to the consumer bases, you see what works and what doesn't work, and you perfect it. Now that it's done and it's out there making money, how can I better this to make more money? What are consumers saying that they wish I had more of? What are they saying that they wish I had less of? What are they asking questions? What are common FAQs? What are things that they're not liking, things that they are liking? You want to take all of this into consideration to start bettering your products. The better you make your products, the more people are going to buy it and the more you can charge for it. So the 6th step is refining your services, understanding how these things work, and making sure that you make your product better every day or every month, whenever you want to do your updates, as long as they get done, right? So those are your 6 steps. And like I said at the beginning of the video, we are definitely going to go back. We still have time. I don't know how much time this is going to be total, but we have time left. And I'm going to break down each step in depth for those of you that want to know more about how to do each step. Stick with me. Let's get to it. All right. So an elaboration on the first step, which was defining your target audience. It's several different ways to define your target audience. The first step I always tell every new entrepreneur, new business owner, anyone that's trying to make money, is you are your target audience. You want to take at least 3 factors about yourself and build out a storyline or build out that type of target audience to start hitting that person. So for me, I'm a black male. I'm married. I have children. I have lived on welfare prior, but those are 3 things about me that I could target. I could target married black men with children, married black men with children that have been on welfare, married black men with children that have been W-2 workers, married black men with children that are just starting to become entrepreneurs. It's different factors like that. And I give you guys seven typical questions when trying to form your target audience. The first one is, what is the age, the race, the gender, and the location? So how old are they? What is their race? What is their gender? And where do they live? All of those things matter when it comes to targeting an audience, right? The next question is, what are their financial goals and challenges? So what are they trying to achieve and what's stopping them from getting there? The third question is, what is their income level and financial situation? Are they at the poverty level? Are they middle class? Are they low class? Are they upper class? Are they buku dollars out the, money? Number 4, what is their level of financial education and knowledge? So are they financially literate? Because just because they're rich, that doesn't mean that they have the financial education to know what to do with that money. And just because they're at poverty level, that doesn't mean they don't have the financial education to make money, to get out of poverty. So you definitely want to make sure you know where they are financially literate when it comes to their education and the knowledge. Number 5 is, what type of financial literacy services would be the most valuable to them. So if you are going to be talking about financial literacy, do they care about budgeting? Do they care about debt management? Do they care about investing? Like, what are they trying to achieve? Which one of those resonates the most with them, so I know which category I want to put them in, and I know what specifically I want to talk about. Because you don't want to be as too open. You want to be as direct as possible. And the reason why is because the more direct you are, the more someone is going to feel like you're talking to them, the more likely they're going to be interested in clicking your offer or clicking your service or clicking your website or scheduling a consultation with you. So those things are important to establish early on. So with just those questions, and you can go more in depth, like I said, that's going to help you define your target audience and make your content or make your service or make your offer tailored to specifically what they need, what they want, and what's going to best help them with whatever life decisions that they want to make. All right, the second breakdown is going to be the pricing model. So there are several different pricing models that you can offer for different types of services. We're going to stick with financial literacy so that way I can have a good example to stay on the course with. So when it comes to the financial literacy field, there are going to be three different types of services that I can offer. It's going to be hourly rates, it's going to be flat fees, and it's going to be subscription-based pricing, right? The hourly rate is for consultations. If I'm going to be holding consultations, I want to understand how much do I want to charge an hour per consultation. If I'm going to be teaching you about budgeting, how much am I comfortable charging you per hour to teach you about budgeting? My time is valuable. I need to make sure that I have a good rate. Remember, you don't want to go and charge super professional prices as a rookie, but you will be working your way up to those higher prices. So be comfortable charging a little bit lower early on. And then as you grow and as you get better and as you get better, you can increase your prices slowly to the point where your prices are warranted by your professionalism, by your longevity, and by all the things that you've done in the past, your testimonials. There's going to be so many different factors that can help contribute to your price, but you don't want to just jump up there with a sky-high number immediately. The second thing is a flat fee. The same thing with the flat fee. The flat fee can be one price to do X, Y, Z. I'm charging you this much to do this much. Make sure that you definitively break down whatever it is that you're going to be doing for them so they know why they're being charged this much and exactly what they're going to be getting if they pay you this much. And then the last thing is going to be subscription-based pricing, which is a monthly recurring charge, and they should be getting at least one thing a month to justify being charged monthly. For example, a subscription-based charge is maybe if you're sending out newsletters and then giving them once a month consultation calls or once a month client updates or once a month something that you're doing for them every single month that can justify you charging them every single month. Subscription-based charges typically aren't that high depending on what industry you're in, and this is going to differentiate for everybody, but depending on what industry you're in, these subscription-based charges can vary anywhere from $10 to $1,000. You know, just figure out what area you're in, what industry you're in, see what the competitors are charging for their subscription-based prices, make sure that you have something of equivalent to be within those price ranges. You know, you have to factor in everything, and then you can charge something of subscription-based. That's going to cover the subscription-based charges to make sure that you are making monthly recurring revenue, but also making sure that your clients are being provided a month's worth of content every month. You don't want to give them the same old thing, because eventually people are going to catch on and be like, yo, I don't really like this. I'm not getting any value out of this, and I don't want to pay for it anymore, which stops you from making money. So there's a couple of things that you want to take into account when it comes to picking your price. Your expertise and experience, we already talked about that. Your target audience, you have to make sure that your target audience can even afford to pay for whatever you're going to charge. Your competition's prices. So if you notice that all of your competitors are charging $50 for one set thing and everybody's charging that, you probably want to charge $50 for whatever that one set thing is. That's the common price for whatever it is. The value of your services. So you have to know your worth. Make sure that you're not undercharging or overcharging for your time. And then the last thing is your goals. So your financial goals. How much are you trying to make a month? How much are you trying to make per client? How much are you trying to make per year? You know, set those goals so that way they're achievable, but not breaking the bank for your consumers. All right, now we're moving on to number 3, and this is talking about the service package. Creating a service package is important because it helps you bundle your services together, but at a discounted rate. So let's say you have we're back in financial literacy. Let's say you have a budget package, an investment package, and a debt management package. For someone to purchase them all, you could be charging $1,000 a pop, but you can have a bundle where they can get all 3 for $2,500, something like that. Creating this service package it's a few things that you got to identify first, though. You want to identify your target audience to make sure that your service packages match. You don't want to have a credit repair package with a how to build a barbershop with the how to get discounted coupons. It has to make sense. So having your target audience is the first thing. Determine the scope of your service is the second thing. So determining the scope of your services will allow you to offer them in a specific way. It's like the debt management will come first, then the budgeting will come second, then the investment will come third. I would put that package in that specific order. So not only is it worth it to my client, it is placed in a strategic order to where they will greatly benefit versus if they were just to go at it any sort of way. The third one is to define the level of service. So the level of service you want to offer, let's say when I give you guys a bundle package, included with that bundle package, not only are you getting all 3 of my offers, you will also get a 2-hour free consultation call with me, or a 30-minute sit down, or a CRM, or something else. You want to let them know that there are different levels. My low package is $2,500, it just gives you all 3. My mid package is $3,500, but you get monthly Zoom calls with me. My top tier package is $5,000, but you get bi-weekly Zoom calls. So it's different. It's going to be different levels to the different service packages that you're going to have. You want to have all that structured out. The fourth thing is setting the pricing. I kind of set the pricing just now. But you want to make sure that the different service packages have different pricings, and you always want to go up. If the first package is going to be one number, make the next one $1,000 more or $500 more. But make sure that each level of the package is going to offer more and is going to be more worthwhile for them to get the top tier package versus the bottom tier package, because you're going to load the biggest package with the most beneficial stuff for them. And then the last thing is communicating the value. I can't stress this. If you don't tell them why it's valuable, they won't know why it's valuable. You got to remember that these people do not know what you sell. They don't know the benefits of it. They don't know why it's important. They don't know any of these things. You have to explain that to them. I'm going to give you an hour of my time where we can go and do this, and this. You get this included. This is going to teach you this. This is going to help you with that. You have to break these things down so that way the consumer can understand why they're important. Just saying, I'm going to teach you debt management. Well, what is debt management? I'm going to teach you investing. Investing in what? I'm going to teach you budgeting. Okay. How is that going to help me? Make sure you answer all these questions up front so that way they can see the financial education benefits, the support that they're going to receive from joining whatever your service or product or service is, and making sure that they have a clear understanding of what they're about to purchase so they want to purchase it. All right, so number 4 is marketing your services. We've already identified our target audience. We've already done that, but that is one of the part of marketing your services, because defining your target audience lets you know who you're going to market to. Second step is going to be building your website and or landing pages. If you don't know how to do this, hire a professional. You can get people off of Fiverr. You can get people off of social media. Just make a post. Hey, look, I'm looking for someone that builds websites in regards, I'm trying to get this, and this. Look at their work, see if it's professional, make sure that it reaches out to your audience, make sure that it's easy to use, make sure that it's visually appealing, that you like it, because if it looks spammy, if it looks scammy, if it looks unprofessional, people aren't going to want to buy from you. So please make sure that you get someone, and it might cost, but that's the cost of making money, right? Make sure you have a professional website. Number 3 is going to be leverage your social media. Make posts. Let people know what you're selling. Hey guys, I just started doing XYZ. If you're interested, click the link below, or please share this. Just make sure that you're posting consistently on your social media platforms. You want to pick one. This is what I always tell people. You can post on them all, on every single social media platform. Once you realize that you're doing better with some or better with one than the others, You want to stick to that one and become the professional of that one. I'm not saying to stop doing the rest, but I am saying make sure that whichever one that you're going to be the professional for is the main one that you're hitting every single day, all the time, because that's the one that you're going to bring in the most revenue from. The fourth one is going to be attend networking events. People want to make money, but they're afraid to mingle and network with other people that are already making money. It's mind blowing, but it's true. You want to attend networking events, specifically the people in your industry, to get an idea of what they did to make money in your industry. It's not about competition, it's about collaboration, and networking is going to help you get to where you want to go when it comes to being in whatever industry you're in. Number 5 is going to be offer free resources. This can be also used as a lead magnet. So let's say you have a free ebook, or maybe you want to give a free 15-minute consultation, or if you want to give a free 15-minute massage, whatever it is, you want to have some sort of free offer to bring in the random strangers to even be curious about what you're offering, so then you could try to utilize that later to make a sale. Number 6 is going to be utilize paid advertising. I always tell people in the beginning, I don't really like to force you guys into paid marketing, because I personally have never done it within the 3 years of me being in business, and I've been able to successfully do it organically. But I have also seen some of my partners and some of the people I network triple, quadruple, or even tenfold their income through paid ads. You definitely want to go to a professional marketer or someone that is very professional and really knows how to use the ads, so you're not wasting money on ad spend. And then the last one is leveraging email marketing. So you should always, I don't care what method you're going to be used, always be collecting your leads' email information, so you can have them on an email listing, so that way months or years down the line, when you're ready to run a special, or when you're ready to sell a new service, you have this list of thousands of emails of people that were once interested in any of your products that you can email blast to say, hey, I'm selling this. If you're interested, click this link right here, and you can bring in more revenue that way. All right, now we're going to touch into the relationship building section. Building a relationship with your consumers, with your leads, is vital. Having an email list is good, but if you're not nurturing these people, if you're not giving them any value, then they're just seeing you as a sale. They're just seeing you as a business that's trying to get them to purchase something, and they don't really see why they should buy it, right? So the first thing is to understand your clients. This is why having a target audience is very important, because you need to know the ups and downs, or the pros and cons to what their situation is. If I know that someone is trying to buy a house, and the reason they can't buy a house is because of credit card debt, then I'm going to cater more into teaching people how to fix or how to get out of credit card debt, with the goal of getting them to a house. That's literally what my target audience is going to be. Hey, are you someone that's trying to get into a house, but you have but you're maxed out on all your credit cards? Well, guess what? I have a solution for you that's going to help you get out of credit card debt and get in the house within 1 year's time. You see how direct I was with that approach? That's how you guys want to be when you're selling these products. You have to understand your clients. The second thing is providing them value. You can't just have a pitch. You have to actually be able to provide value to your clients. Give them daily, it doesn't have to be daily, but give them tips. Give them tips and tricks on things that they can do to hit their goals. Give them little financial advice. Give them little fitness advice. Give them things that they can do to help keep their dandruff from building up. If you're a barber, it's so many different things that you can do to provide value to your consumers for any industry, that you just have to go out and do it. The third one is be responsive. So when they're communicating with you, respond to them. When they email you, email them back. When they, if they call you within reasonable business hours, answer the phone or give them a call back. People want to make sure that you value them before they give you any type of money. So you definitely want to be responsive when these people are actually reaching out to you for whatever you're selling. Number 4 is going to be listen actively. So you have to listen. Don't always speak. When you ask them a question, let them talk. Let them get it out. Listen to what they want. Then you can ask follow-up questions. Then you can ask questions such as, well, how can I help you? what could I do to make this product better for you? What could I have added in this to make it more valuable? What do you feel like? And I promise you guys, the consumers are going to make the product better for you, because that's the value. That's the value that they would have wanted to receive from you. Number 6 is going to be establish a feedback loop. So kind of what I just said about they'll make it better for you. Reach out to them. Show them your appreciation. After somebody buys a product or something from you, or if they sign up for something for free, have a automation set up where 30 days later they receive a thank you. I just wanted to check in to see how you were doing. Even if you don't care, even if you don't really want to see how they're doing, asking them how they're doing or asking them for a progress update or something like that shows that your business does care. And now if they were on the edge of purchasing another product, or if they were, contemplating whether or not they should jump into your bigger mentorship or purchase that bigger product, they're probably going to want to do it now because they see, hey, he checked in on me of a free product. I wonder how much value I'm going to get if I buy something from this guy or gal, right? So you definitely want to establish that feedback loop to get feedback from them. Also, if there is something that you can do to help them, they will tell you, and then you can build that into whatever the product or service is, so that way it can help out future people, which increases the value of whatever you're offering or selling. And then the last part of this is going to be showing your appreciation. So from time to time, you want to do deals. I don't recommend doing them every month, but from time to time, you want to do deals. You want to do specials. You want to do giveaways. You want to support people who support you. So you want to show your appreciation by saying, okay, listen, if you guys share this post, I'll give you my free ebook. If you guys bring in 3 people to the service, I'll give you a free month off your service. You want to show your appreciation to make people feel welcome and want to actually promote your services. So that's going to touch on the relationship building. It's not as small as people might think it is, and it doesn't take much of your time to actually build a relationship with any consumer that's wanting to buy from you. All right, the last step is going to be refining your service. So after everything we just touched on, the last part of this is going to be refining everything. The feedback you get from your customers, adjust. The feedback you don't get from customers, adjust how you ask for it. The services that aren't being sold, figure out why they're not being sold. The price might be different. The value might not be enough. What you're offering might not be catered to your target audience enough. It's so many different ways to evaluate what you're doing. You can do weekly evaluations to see how your sales are going, check your opt-in rates, check what is working, what isn't working, see the feedback from the customers. It's so many different ways for you to review what you're doing to understand how you want to refine it. You can do A and B trials, A and B testing. You can do Q&As from the consumers. You can ask your current clients what you can do better. Have monthly calls with monthly group calls. It's so many different ways, but you always want to be better. You want to also stay up with the current trends. So if you notice that the industry is going in a certain direction, find out why, because you might need to go in that direction, but also you might want to go in the other direction. It's certain things that you want to do with your business to grow your business, and refining it is the last step to making it perfect. I can't say that anything's ever going to be perfect, because we all know it's very hard to achieve perfection, but perfect to you might not be perfect to someone else, and that doesn't matter, because you always want to make it perfect for the consumer and not yourself. And that wraps up the entire segment. So I appreciate everybody who stayed with me for this long. This has definitely been a lot of education, a lot of information that I put out there for you guys. So I hope I didn't lose you all. What we all covered was how to establish your expertise, how to determine your pricing model, how to create a service package, how to market your service, how to build relationships, and how to refine your services. All 6 of those things are very, very important when it comes to making your first $2,500 a month, whether it be a side business, a new business startup, or even just an additional $2,500 for your current business. These tips, as you grow your business, this is just the start. $2,500 a month for any of those phases is just going to be the start. I promise you, you learn these things, you perfect these things, you can add another zero to that $2,500, and you'll be making $25,000 a month with these exact same practices as long as you continue to refine yourself and make your business, make your service, make your offer better every single day, you'll get to the finish line. So again, I appreciate y'all for sitting and listening to me talk, man. I'll see you in the next one.